okay, guys. Okay, so if you've been around Amber, you know she's literally just one of the best people in the world. I'm not even joking you. I need to give you just a little insight on how Amber's changed, you know, our business and our team and our life. And then we're going to go right into questions. We have a lot of questions for you, Amber, today, and we're just going to hear your story and all the things. We're really excited. But guys, Amber literally has been the most impactful person probably. I'm not going to cry already. I'm like, dude, what the heck, man? I'm like just looking at all these little babies in here. Okay. Amber has been the most impactful person on my business. It's crazy how we met. I don't know if you guys were around for Diamond Retreat. Anybody around for the Sun Peaks, the hiking, it was a gong show. Okay, that was a crazy retreat. But she had actually met one of our sidelines in Texas. And Marisa had mentioned she was coming to our Diamond Retreat, and Amber was just like, well, I'm going to come to your Diamond Retreat. And I remember just being so nervous that Amber Parker, Ambassador Diamond, also corporate, okay? And I was like, oh God, we're going to get kicked out of the company. We got corporate coming to our retreat. I've already bought all the wine. Like, I don't even know. And anyway, she ended up coming, you guys. And it was just so crazy. I know that anybody that's been around her, like literally, she will just change your life. She really just, it was incredible. So ever since then, she's just been such a great person, you know, a friend, and just such a great leader and influence to our team. So I'm excited for you guys to hear her. So Amber, thank you for taking the time with us tonight. I know you're back-to-back Zooms, and we just really appreciate it.
First of all, Jack, I already have a tear. It's just waiting to come out. I just feel so much love today, and also stress. Like obviously here in the US, we just launched a new product, and it's always crazy. Some people think it's the best days. And honestly, for me and Josh, it's like one of those days where I'm like, I could just rip out my hair and no big deal. Jack, I can't do that spotlight shiz. I can't do all that. Come on, let it go. I am not here for that. But oh my gosh, and now my dog's freaking whining. I'm going to have to go tell my kids to come grab the damn dog so we can get this together. But I just drove 6 hours. I made it to Arizona. Jackie, thank you. You guys, I feel truly honored when people want to do a Zoom with me, because I want to do a Zoom with you. I want to learn from you guys. And so this Zoom is going to be all about you. And, you know, we've been in the business now for 9 years. Next month will be 9 years. And I'm going to call my daughter downstairs so she can come grab this damn dog. But what's awesome about it is that I've learned lots of things. I've seen it all. I've seen the highs, I've seen the lows, I've seen all of the things. And I'm still here. I'm still going, and I'm still growing. I'm always going to be the student. And so tonight we want to talk a lot. We have a lot of things to talk about, but Jack's going to kind of tee up some questions for us. Nothing's worse than getting off of Zoom and being like, yeah, heard that, been there, done that, didn't learn anything new. We want you to learn something new. So hopefully I can get that for you today and tonight.
Well, we are excited. So why don't, before we go into the questions, I would love it if we could start with your story. And I don't even just mean like it works. I mean like, where, like, can you take us back before it works, back in the day, and kind of your journey up to now?
So before it works, we were, you know, I would say living our normal life. I was doing, oh my hell, this dog, give me 4 seconds while I just call my 13-year-old who doesn't like, she wants a phone, but then doesn't ever put it on anyone else. Like, what's happening, right? What is happening? Give me 1 second.
Okay, while we're waiting, where is everyone from in the comments? Can we do a little like city, province, state? Where are we all from together? I always think it's cool to see where everyone's from. Oregon, Florida, Ontario, California, Ontario. Oh my God, Merritt, hello. Hi. Langley, Tennessee, Alabama, Nebraska, Ontario, Kamloops. I'll be there next week. Ontario, Victoria, Medford, Vancouver Island, me too. Oh my God, that's a lot. A lot of Ontarios. Okay, everyone's from Ontario. I did not get the memo that we had to all be from Ontario to be on the team. Okay. Wyoming, Texas, Kamloops. Okay, we got all over. All right.
Back in action, guys. This is the joys of living and working, traveling life. But before it works, Josh and I, we both, I would say, had decent careers. Okay. We married, we met at Target. Yes, like the store, that's where we met. And I always knew that I wanted to do hair. So don't look at mine and judge me right now. It is quarantine and we are not even mad about it. So I decided to get into a career doing hair. I then had 2 babies and owned a salon. I flipped salons. And so I was so passionate about helping other people feel better about themselves. And that's what I was doing before this. Josh, before I started the business, was actually working corporate for a network marketing company. He was like basically like a BAM or a Mike Patillo. He did some of the events. He also helped the distributors, customer service. He studied comp plans from other companies to make that company's compensation plan better. And when he saw this compensation plan, mind you, I started and said, no, thank you. I have no desire to do a business. But I had been praying and praying for our financial situation to change. And so he was working, we picked up, holiday jobs, like, which is pretty normal, to have that extra money for the holidays. And yet there was never any extra money for the holidays still. Isn't that weird how we go to a job and yet we still don't have enough money to pay the bills? That's really weird, right? So that was our life. And, we had babies, Wiccan food stamps. That was like normal for us. We were like, sweet, let's do the dang thing. But it was constantly never enough. And I just felt like we were digging and spinning our tires. So when Josh saw this compensation plan, he said, you have something in your hands. I know you don't want to work a business, but like you really have something in your hands. I'm like, yeah, I know I have a wrap and it really works and I love it. And that's all I'm going to talk about to my clients. And I'm not going to build a business and I don't want to build a team. I would rather do retail sales at, the mall and flip salons. And he was like, okay, well, we got to give this a go. So I started this business with my own personal results. And I will tell you that is how I went ambassador in 2.5 years, my own personal results. And I stuck to it. I stuck to it on the days I didn't feel like it. I stuck to it on vacation. I stuck to it when I lost 40 pounds, gained 50, dropped another 10, gained another 40. Like that's life. And people were able to relate to me instead of thinking, oh my gosh, take this magic pill and then you're just not going to have to do anything the rest of your life. Like they saw me go through the movements. So I started with my own personal results. I just wanted the products for me, but I was passionate about sharing something that I loved. And within 8 months, we went triple diamond in 8 months. Now, mind you, this is the first network marketing. I didn't have a network. No one in my salon bought from me. I thought that was where I was going to win the lottery. And a lot of people asked, did you have an advantage? No. I built my business completely organically, stranger to stranger. My best friends weren't my first people. My family weren't my first people. My first distributor ever was a complete stranger. And she's still in the business 9 years later. So I started building those friendships and that relationships. And, 8 months in, we went triple diamond. About 2.5 years in, we went ambassador, and we're working on triple diamond 2.0 right now. So, 9 years, my son was 1. He just turned 10. And for 9 years of his life, he has only ever known mom and dad both home with him. Same with my daughter. She was about 4 and she's going to be 14 next month. Like she has only ever known mom and dad both home. And so it's been such a blessing to be able to travel with our kids, to be able to change our life. But that wasn't always the case. It took grit. It took consistent grit. It took work. It took growth. It took a mindset. It took removal of people, of places, of things that a lot of people aren't willing to do. And so you have to make that decision. Am I willing to do what most people won't so I can live like most people can't? And that was a decision that walked me through, and that voice and that quote every single day. I'm going to do what most people won't so I can live like most people can't. And I pray that you make that decision today after this Zoom.
That's so good. And when you really think about it, guys, like, and can we drop it in the comments? Like, when we think about ambassador diamond and triple diamond 2.0, like we can look at the average income chart, but that's some good money, okay, per month. Like on average, that's people's yearly income in a month. Like if we're new, like just so you guys know, that's really good money. Okay. So check that out on the income disclosure. But when I hear you say, that's the money you're making 9 years in, and you guys put it in the chat, what's the number per month that's going to change your life? Like not everybody needs to come in here and make, $50,000 a month. Okay. That's not what we're saying. Success is really just what it is to you, right? So maybe your success is 500 a month, right? Maybe your success is 10,000 a month. Maybe it's 500, maybe it's 50,000 a month. Okay. But when I hear 9 years of like showing up, like she said, it's not just when I feel like it. It's I'm disciplined doing the things when I feel like it, when I don't feel like it, when I'm traveling. If you guys have followed Amber's story, you guys know that Amber traveled full time for a year. Okay. And I went on a 3-day camping trip last weekend, and I just know it's really hard to work when you're out and about. Okay. Shayla can tell you, we were on the beach and I'm like, we got to be disciplined here. Okay. So when you think about 9 years And most people, I feel, in network marketing, they're going to quit in their first 30 to 60 days if they're going to be out. What things, looking back, would you do if you were a new distributor, like kind of feeling like, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I want to get to that point? Like, what would be the action steps that you would take as someone that is brand new and maybe doesn't have the network and has never done this before?
Well, I think two things. And let me remind you guys that I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I started a business. I paid $99 and like it was just a breeze. No, absolutely not. I started for $200. That's what I initially wanted. I had babies. I was depressed. I had postpartum. I wanted 200 freaking bucks. That was it. Now here's the kicker. A lot of us start, how much did you start for? Drop it in the chat. Was it friends? Was it free product? If you talk to most ambassadors, they're going to say I started for free product and that's it. Right? They're just excited about the simple things. But yet some of us start and we're like, I want $1,000 by Friday or I'm out. Okay, you have a really poor mindset and you want to win the lottery. Good luck. Anyone that wins the lottery is going to be broke in a year. So I don't want to win the lottery. I want to work for my paycheck. I want to go to bed knowing that I've worked for every hour. But what's interesting is that I started for $200 and immediately realized that will never be enough. That won't even touch the surface of the debt that we have, of the bills that we have, of the unhappiness that we had. Like that won't even help or budge. So when I went Ruby in 45 days, my first paycheck was $384 and I was pissed. And I decided to quit. I made that phone call and I said, I'm done. This is BS. Why did I get $384? Like I worked 45 days straight. I took time away from my family. I missed meals. I missed bedtimes because I was working full time, raising 2 kids and running a business with no network. Stranger to stranger, home to home, person to person. Y'all, we sit on our phones and build a business now. I'm talking, I drove 3 hours to Idaho to go wrap one person for them to cancel while I was 2 hours in, and I still went. Okay. So like, that's the grit that I'm talking about. And I took those 2 to 3 hours and I would read, I would listen to personal and professional development. But what I realized when I had that first paycheck of $384 is that I was actually mad that it wasn't enough. That's the problem, right? The problem isn't the paycheck. The problem is that the paycheck's still not enough, but people want to blame the paycheck, whether it's $20 or they're mad about their $400 paycheck, or they're mad that they were once triple diamond and now they're paid as a diamond. But yet when you first reached diamond, you surely weren't mad about that paycheck, right? So let's get some perspective shift here. Okay. So I remember, thank goodness for Jillian. She wasn't even my sponsor. I didn't have a sponsor like an upline. She hardly did the business. And so I was like, no worries, because I'm not doing the business either. But then when I got that check, I was mad. And I said, I'm done. And she said, can you please give this another 90 days? And I was like, I gave it 45. You want me to give 90 for what? $384 more? I doubt it. Okay. And I'm a Leo. Happy birthday to me this month. And when you tell us not that we can't do something, I'm going to do it twice. I'm going to do it better. And I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to send them to you on like express mail. Okay. Like you're going to get it in a frame. And so she had said that there was a bonus on the line. And I was like, perfect time to prove this is a scam, right? This is where they don't pay you out. So I pushed for diamond and I made diamond on November 15th of 2012. What if I would have quit? What if I would have gave up? What if I would have been mad about that $384? So the first thing that I wish I would have known is that if you can make 30 bucks, you can make 300. And if you can make 300, you can make 3,000. If you make 3,000, you can surely make 13,000 plus. You can make 30,000. You can make as much as you want, but you have to realize your paycheck is a mere reflection of your work ethic. So if you're not happy with your paycheck, let's increase our work ethic. And it's not even that you have to double your efforts. Most of the time it's doubling the belief. That's truly what's missing. Okay. So once I saw that, I was like, okay, now reality hit in that it was November 15th. I was going to get paid that check December 15th, right before Christmas. We were so far behind on bills that Christmas, my parents paid for our kids' Christmas. Okay. So again, $384 wasn't enough, but quitting will never be enough. Right. And so then when I got that diamond paycheck, I want to say it was like, I don't really remember, right around average diamond, but it's probably like $900 to $1,000. really good money, way more than I made in the salon. So it was one of those things where I was like, okay, this still isn't enough. And you know what was crazy at that point? I remember vividly shifting my entire perspective to it is not about me. And it is about those people that need that $300 and $300 and $300 and $300 and $500 and $200 and 20 extra bucks and diapers and food. And how can I help them? Zig Ziglar, one of my greatest mentors, he says, if you can help enough people get what they want, you will always have more than enough of what you want. And yet so often people build a business, especially in network marketing, where they think of themselves first and their team last. But you try and build a house, putting the roof on first without the foundation and the sides, your house is going to crumble. And so building into those depths of that organization and building new people every single month and not depending on that brick you set 6 years ago, that distributor that was there 6 years ago, 6 months ago, is going to be rotten if you don't put the roof on, right? Rain's going to come in, turbulence is going to come in, life's going to happen. And that brick, that person, that foundation is going to be gone, right? And so how do you rebuild these bricks? How do you constantly build up new to make sure that your house and your foundation is solid in this company? And that is why I love our compensation plan, because it pays. So I remember, again, no, we didn't have Facebook groups. We definitely didn't have Zooms or anything like that. And imagine if you didn't have all these resources and tools, how would you build your business? If you didn't have Jackie, Shayla, Lindsay, Tony, how would you build this business? Would you wait for somebody to come knock on your door and say, hey, I heard you started a business. Like, do you want to learn something? Or would you be that CEO and say, okay, I'm starting a new job. What do you do when you start a new job? You go through orientation. You log in, you look. So I started researching the compensation plan. I started learning a new language. I was like, this is foreign in English and hardly, because I do not understand what a leg is. I don't understand what BV is. I don't understand what any tree viewer, like generations. There was so much to it. And all I did was print it out, and I spent 15 minutes every single night. Be the student. Go learn it. When I learned it, is that even a word? Learned? When I learned it? Who cares? Nothing matters around here. All right. So when I studied it and I figured it out, I was passionate about teaching it. And I knew, because I knew it. Now, I'm not saying you have to go study all the compensation plan and learn it, but because I knew something about it, I was confident enough to say, we have the best compensation plan. And I knew I made $300. I can help you make $300. But just because you haven't done it doesn't mean you can't do it. And so learning to be the student, study different products, study ingredients, get passionate about what you are in. This is your company. You don't get to go work for Amazon and study UPS. Like, that's not going to fly, right? You don't get to be a hairstylist and then go study aesthetics and think your hair business is going to grow. Like, as a hairstylist, it's constantly evolving. Same thing in this, any career, real estate, you plumbing, any electrical, any trade, any career outside of college, even in teachers, they still have to study every single year. So what is it that you're studying and staying passionate on and staying close to the fire? So those are kind of some of the things that I wish too that somebody would have said, Amber, if you just let go of what people think about you, you're going to have a lot more people that think highly of you. Because I was worried about one or two people. And instead, I look at the hundreds of thousands of people that I've never even talked to or met that say, you've impacted me from a YouTube, your video, your story, you're this. And I'm like, I didn't do that for you, but you were impacted because I went because of it, right? And so often we're consumed. So don't worry about what people are going to think of you. I wish somebody would have said, Amber, it's okay. They're going to think of you. Everyone does. Their opinions are flying off the shelves. Don't listen to them. And then the other piece of advice is that study what this is, study the company, study Mark and Cindy, study Cami, study that this is a family owned business and we just went on our 20-year anniversary. Study that we're debt free. Who are their daughters? Who are their sons? Like, all of those things matter, but it also makes you more passionate, which shows on social media. There's a lot more. I could go on and on, Jackie.
No,
But
so good. I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes. Okay. And I never take notes. This is how good this is.
yes.
Okay. So I kind of want to transition something that you said into a recruiting conversation.
Sure.
You said, you built this business stranger to stranger. Okay.
Mhm.
And I know there's some of you on here that literally are blocking yourself from recruiting because you are sitting there and saying, nobody that I know wants to do this business, or I live in a small town with one stop sign and there's one, that's what Marisa says, and a Dairy Queen, a stop sign and a Dairy Queen, and that's all we have. So, we are building this business stranger to stranger. Like when you think about it, the people that you're seeing, it's Amber just doesn't have a pool full of a million friends. Like she's built this to ambassador and triple through stranger to stranger. So one of the things that you said was, when you shifted in your business and you realized that this business was no longer just about you, but it was helping those people make $300 a month, right? We're not talking $1 million a month. We're
No.
talking people putting groceries on their table. We're talking people putting gas in their car, diapers on their baby. So when we talk about recruiting, like how are you, I feel they want to hear the connect of like, okay, so you have all these people on your social media, you don't know them personally. How are you sending them the message that you are the person that can help put gas and groceries on their table? Like, can you talk about how you're posting to attract that? I guess that situation.
You bet. So there's a few things. Somebody told me early on in my business, they said, if you're good at getting customers, it's because you're passionate about the products. If you're good at getting distributors, it's because you're passionate about the business. And I was so passionate about the business and the products because I initially wanted the products for myself, but I couldn't afford the products. So I decided to do the distributorship where I wouldn't be on auto ship and have the option to make money, but I wasn't going to build a business, right? So one, don't count people out. Your loyal customers are your future distributors. Do not take that blessing and that opportunity away from them. Ask your loyal customers. They are the best distributors because they already have a before and after. They already know about the loyal customer program. They already know about the products. Make sure to ask your loyal customers. And you don't have to wait 3 months to do that. Okay. The people that are right now, and I'm going to talk right now too, because again, ebbs and flows of all of the things, but I want to remind you guys, my sister didn't join until 7 years later. My own sister. Like I should have knocked her upside the head, right? Like, come on. But I do not want anyone to join my business because of me. I want everyone to join their own business because of them. But I am the messenger. You are the messenger. So I'm going to make posts that talk about things that I wanted when I first started. I wanted to get off WIC and food stamps. Okay. Why did you join? Was it gas money? Was it nail money? Eyelash money? Was it to put new tires on your cool car? Like, what was it? Why did you start? And think of all the things. I want you guys to think of all the things in your life that cost $200. Drop them in the chat. Make a list, 20 things. Anything that costs $200. Just start listing them. Go ahead. Anything, insurance, nails, gas, groceries, car payments, phone bill, clothes for the daughter, gymnastics, basketball, hair, mortgage, utilities, power, tires, baby formula. That's like a day, man. Come on, somebody. Like I had 2 babies. I know what that's like. Basketball camp, nights out, date nights, dog food. Absolutely. So I'm pretty sure that there's more than 30 comments right now going through this. You take each one of these, and that's 30 posts for the month. You posting how this business has blessed your I remember being able to put a full tank of gas in. Oh my gosh, I thought I won the lottery. Like that was so cool for me. Still to this day, every time I pump gas and I'm able to fill it up, thank you, Jesus, for not only giving me this opportunity, but making me stick it out. Okay. So these are things that people need. $200. That's the market that you're talking to on social media. It's not being like, if you guys think that it's easier to build once you start making more money, you're dead wrong. People don't believe you. If I were to tell somebody and show them the average income chart, they would, and then look at my hair and then look at my nails, they'd be like, you lying. You do not make that kind of money. And the fact that we live in a fifth wheel, yeah, we do. Like we really do. Okay. So don't let the facade hold you back either. Okay. And one of the things that really helps me with recruiting is one, be that messenger, talk to the audience. You got to be their hero for their story. So think about what your market needs. Make a post. What costs $200 in your life? Drop it below for our host to post giveaway. All of those people are your future distributors. Okay. So I know y'all do host to post. All right. Do it, but make sure that you are doing it in a way that, hello, noted. If somebody wants to get entered to win, not even guaranteed, win $100 on Friday, they surely need more than $100 by Friday, sister. Okay. So those are your people. Just ask them. And I will be very transparent. I went Ambassador Diamond doing steps to success. That's 3 distributors a month and 6 loyal customers. And I taught those 3 distributors to do the same exact thing. And then the next month I enrolled 3 new people and I started building my house, my foundation. And by the 3rd month, these 3 gone, right? Those bricks had done and passed. I didn't even fill in the grout with them. And so know that it is going to be an ever moving enrolling. But if you judge people and you think, oh, she's too rich, her husband's too this, he's too that, you are going, and I hope you feel really good about taking away a blessing from somebody. And that's the only perspective that you need to stop holding back and just simply ask. The worst they're going to say is no. And this is the perfect example. And I'm going to show you guys. I will never tell my team to do something I'm not willing to do myself. You will not catch it coming out of my mouth. And I will not say something unless I mean it. Okay. So there's a girl right now. Okay. Right here, Melissa. She says, I'll need some time to think. I haven't opened it because I'm on a Zoom and I'm not in my inbox unless I'm clocked in for my inbox. So it's not the time right now, but she is somebody that I judged. I knew her in hair school and she's sitting pretty. Life's good for her. So it seems. She hosted a post for me 4 days ago. And after people host a post for me, I send them a message, usually voice memo. And you guys, I just learned this past the 13th, and I've signed up 12 customers since the 13th, and I'm signing up my 3rd distributor today. My goal is 10. You have to expand your mind, but you also have to expand your fear. Like, I'm not afraid to ask somebody anymore. And all basically in that voice memo, I'm going to say something along the lines of, what do I say? Let me see. Something along the lines of like, hey, thank you so much for posting for me. What you just did is exactly what I do, but I get paid. You're entering into a drawing, but I just want to throw this out there. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? And I think you would be so good at this business. Compliment them. Okay. You can make your own schedule. It's super simple. I'm sure you've seen me, blah, 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 blah. Share something that this business has done for you. And then say, I'm looking for a few more people that live in your area, that live here, that are moms, that do have this. Like, find a connection. Don't just blank throw this at them. Be personal. I'm looking for more single moms that want to make an extra $500. Is that sound something you're interested in? They're going to say yes. They're going to say no. Or can I send you more info? They're going to say yes, or they're going to say no, or they're going to ignore you and you're not going to die. But I'm telling you, just changing this. Can I send you some more info? You're welcome. Yeah, go ahead and send me information. Maybe I'll look over it. Like, usually people are very much like, yeah, but no, thank you. Just like I was, right? And then you send them more information. We're a family-owned business. We're debt-free. We have over 30 products. We're, especially Canada, y'all have such an advantage. You think it's easier doing it in the US? No. In the US, you're going to get like, yeah, everyone here does that. Oh my gosh, my whole hometown is plastered with it. Like, and you're like, well, we have Canada. And Canada's like 1% touched market. Like, do you want to join? Okay. So you have the opportunity. We are at less than 1% of Canada knows about these products. And I am on fire wanting people to do this with me. Okay. So you have to ask, but part of it is, the hardest part is the hurt if they say no. That's what's really holding you back. And you just got to let it go. Let that go. And so you'll be shocked when people do, but you have an opportunity to move through people so much faster on social media and hit a broader market on social media than I ever did without social media. So this is what I would say to do, is stop being afraid of asking and just simply ask them. You don't know what they're going to say. But host a post, if you're doing it, that's such an easy flow, and they already obviously want money, or they wouldn't be entering a giveaway. I don't know anybody that was like, oh, I found $1,000. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to leave it there for the next person. No, you're not. You're going to pick that $1,000 up and you're going to be like, what? Yes. People want money, but more importantly, they want connection. They want community, and they want fun. If you're boring, more than likely, all your distributors are going to be boring too. When my kids come to me and say, Mom, I'm bored. And I'm like, well, you're boring. Go, like, stop being boring. I don't know what to tell you. Right. So it's the same thing for us. Give them something. Where are you going? What are you talking about? And what are you doing? There's a few other key points that I'm going to briefly touch base on real quick, Jack, if I can, but, message with intention. When you are messaging, message for the emotion. Like, how are you going to change their life? Jack, is somebody unmuted? No, just you. So, and then you want to stand out from what everyone else is doing. That's why I love voice memoing, is because they can hear my dogs barking and whining in the background, because they can hear my kids being crazy or dinner cooking. Like, don't stop your life and try and work this business. Live your life and fit this business into it. Okay. Do not prejudge. Like, your job is to ask people, right? It's not for you to decide if it's a yes or no for them. So you have to ask. Okay. And if you do not add to your network, this was one of the biggest aha moments for me over the last 6 weeks, attending Winner's Circle and asking other leaders what they're doing, is because I was always 3 distributors. And I'm like, I'm done being stuck at 3 freaking distributors. Like, I want to be a mass enroller. I want to help more people faster, quicker, longer. Like, I want a big, like, Lord, expand my territory. And yet I'm hanging on to fear. And so if you're not adding to your network through Host to Post, you're trying to attract and convince the same people. This was like huge aha moment for me. I maxed out at 5,000 friends, and I've been maxed out at 5,000 friends for years. So here I have the same network that have seen the same posts, that are trying to see the same thing, that I'm still trying to convince that this is the greatest thing on earth. So I started removing people. You're gone. You don't post, you haven't posted in a month and a half, you're out of here. I would not want to go to coffee with you. Why are you on my social media? And I started removing people that have ignored me to make room for those that are ready for me. I can't pray for one thing and work one way and expect another thing. Okay. So if you aren't adding to your network, you're going to run out of people. And then you're going to hope and pray that those same people 4 years later are going to be the ones that do it. They're not. Just add more network. Okay. Be as personal as possible with your posts and your messages. Like, see how many kids she has. Like I said, see if she's a single mom. Maybe she just got married. Maybe this is the worst. And again, I learned this lesson after I realized that this was so crappy. And I pray you guys learn from my mistakes, but I'm just here to be vulnerable and real with you guys. I used to not pay attention to their profiles. And I messaged someone. I was like, hey, oh my gosh, like, how are you? Happy summer. I hope things are great. Her husband had passed away that week. And I didn't pay attention. And that's rude. And I knew in that moment, never again. Never again was I going to just message somebody. I'm a yellow. I knew better. I should have never done it. And I did it. Like, don't ask somebody how they're doing when they just lost a loved one. It's like not an answer, not a question that you do. Okay. So, or throw your business on them. And so from then on, I knew, don't do it. You can spell their name wrong. You can say, hey girl, to a guy. That can be, that is okay. But don't not be personal. Okay. See if they just went on vacation. Oh my gosh, that vacation looked so fun. Hey, I'm not sure if this is for you or not, but I know you follow me. And I just want to say, you would be so great at what I do. Stand out, send voice memos. Okay. And so kind of something in your voice memo that, that you can go through and say is, hey, I see that you are in Florida. I see that you are a newlywed. I see that you are a hairstylist. I see that you are fill in the blank. And I know you love your job. Okay. but I have so many therapists, real estate agents, hairstylists, fill in the blank, okay, on my team that do what you do. All right. I would love to give you more information. Are you open to it? Okay. Sending voice memos force you to work it in one minute, right? Don't send 5. That's obnoxious, and I'm not listening to them unless you're Jackie, and then I will. But I might not actually. Just kidding. But offer the opportunity to 10 people minimum a day. I say 20. Our team standard's 20. You better not offer that to 20 people. Okay. You get to pick your number. That's fine. I'm not telling you to do something that you don't want to do, but 0 is not acceptable, right? Offer it. Your host to post, if your goal is 10 hosts to post a day, there's your 10 people. Just ask those people. Okay. If you were, and I'm going to take a poll right now, if you are Ruby or above on this call right now, how you joined, did somebody ask you? Did somebody reach out to you? Yes or no in the chat? Okay. There's the statistics, you guys. Somebody asked you. But yet we're sitting here like, I don't want to ask anybody. No, doesn't sound like something I want to do today. But you think people are just going to fall into your lap? You're going to be waiting a long time. And then guess what's going to happen? Their business isn't going to boom because karma is a brat and it's going to come around. And I always tell people too, I'm like, you waited 6 months, sister, and you're mad that somebody waited 30 days to sign up with you? You shouldn't have taken 6 months, right? But if you ask, it changes the whole dynamic, okay? But you have to ask, right? So just ask. Another thing is if you can sign customers, you can totally sign distributors. It's just a shift. They're both ordering products. They're both getting wholesale. All it is I want you to spend money and I want you to make money. That's what you're judging. I don't know about you, but I want all my friends to make money. So I'm going to lead with the opportunity, right? But ask them. And then your mindset is a lot of this. If you are not every day praying over your business, if you don't believe in prayer, if you are not affirming, if you are not talking to the ground, if you are not talking to your soul, I don't care what you believe in, but if you aren't saying, speaking, hearing, listening, watching your eye gates, your ear gates, your mouth gates, what comes in here, that I am a mass enroller. I sign up 10 distributors every single month, easily and effortlessly. Every single day I sign somebody up. Every single day since the 13th, since I started this, I have signed someone up, if not 2 to 3 at a day. What shifted? Not my work ethic. I've been working for 9 years. It's a belief, and a belief that nobody can give me. Because if Jackie gives me belief, she can take it from me. When she's not here to pour into that belief, it's gone. You are the CEO. You start telling yourself, praying over yourself, speaking life into yourself. If you believe that your thoughts matter, drop a 1 in the chat. Whether it's any time in your life, you're like, oh, I thought that was going to happen. And then it happened. I thought I was going to get that front row parking spot. And every single time I pull into Walmart, it happens. But weird, Target, it doesn't. And that is your truth. Your thoughts matter. And they matter more than you can think, conveniently enough. Okay. But they matter so much. And then what you see, I have a little sticky note that says, bless my host to post. And I pray over it. And then I send my 30 messages every single night. And as I'm sleeping, the Lord is blessing those. I believe that. And that is why I'm signing up somebody every single day. And then I have that belief. 10 distributors is so easy for me. 10 distributors is something that I can do. Where my belief last year was, if I can't remember their name, and I'm sure you guys have heard me say this, if I can't remember their name, I've signed up too many people. That's rude. I should know their name. That is true. But can I do that? Okay. So how you speak about your business will manifest 100%. It will. It has to. It's the law. Okay. And your story is also hope for other people. So don't think that you have to have a story like I'm rags to riches, or, your story, it could be belief. It could be confidence. It could be that you don't want to go back to work. It could be that you want to be with your babies. What is your story? What is your why? And share that and break that down. And then in that chat, you have 30 plus stories that you can talk and make about, and blessings. Okay. So tonight, after this Zoom, I want you guys to go to bed and I want you to send out 30 host to post messages. Not make a post on your wall and message only 5 people that commented and wait for the miraculous 25 others that are going to show up somewhere. Go and be intentional. And here's a trick. I haven't shared this trick with anybody. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm sharing it, but here we are. Okay. How do I stay on task? How do I stay focused with those 30 messages? And you guys, it's a constant revolving door. If I send out 30 messages at night, right? Pick your number. I would say no less than 15. Okay. You're going to send out a message. Hey, I'm not sure if you'd be interested or not, but we're doing a cash giveaway, whatever it is for you, your team. Okay. Would you mind throwing up a post and can I send that over for you? They're going to say yes or no. It's no big deal. Or they're going to ignore you. Okay. So I'm going to send that at night. I am not responding to those. It takes me 12 to 17 minutes. I have it timed every single night and I've calculated it and I share it on my team to show proof that I'm doing it. We all have 12 to 17 minutes. I send out 30 messages as my minimum. Okay. 50 is my goal. I would love to get to 50. Okay. But don't set a goal where you fail and feel worse. Does that make sense? So I'm going to set a goal of 30 messages and here's how I find who to message. Okay. I go to my friends on Facebook. And on your friends, I'll show you guys on my phone, but if I go to my friends, okay, right here on your Facebook, it has friends. I'm going to go to friends and I'm going to go to all friends, and I'm going to go to sort. Follow with me, sort. And at the bottom, come on, sort. It's going to say your newest friends and your oldest friends. And this is in order that in which you added them. So don't worry about it'll be in exact order every single time you pull these lists. Okay. So you don't have to remember where you started or, oh, have I messaged this person 12 times? Okay. So I'm going to go to my newest friends and I am not messaging my newest friends. Okay. Don't do that. They just added you. You don't want them to delete you. Okay. So I'm going to scroll down. This is probably like November of last year. And I'm going to see that Navy, I have 19 mutual friends. I have 18, I have 13. So these are my 3 targets, right? I'm going to go to Navy and I'm going to click on my mutual friends. I'm going to click on mutual and I have 19 people, top to bottom. I'm done with that person. I'm not bypassing anybody. I'm not second guessing anybody. Okay. I'm going to do it. So I'm going to click on, and what's awesome is you don't even have to go to their actual profile for a host to post message. I would if you're going to message them about being a distributor, but for host to post, no big deal. Okay. So I'm going to click on the 3 dots and I'm going to click message, because what happens if I click on her profile and I see that she just got $1 million bonus from work or blah, blah, blah. I'm going to think, oh, she's good. She doesn't need the business. And you judge them. This eliminates it. Okay. So you can see, hey girl, blah, blah, we're doing a giveaway, $500. She did not respond. So I messaged her my follow-up the next day and I said, hey, did you still want to get up that host to post? I'm assuming you said yes. Did you forget to message me? Let me remind you. I sent you a message about $500 giveaway. Message me. Okay. So then I'm going to go back, Facebook back, and I'm going to go to the next person and I'm going to message. And I'm going to send them the same message. You guys can see I'm doing this. And you can also see that I've messaged her probably 5 times and she has not responded, and I do not care because I am not going to judge. I'm sending the damn message, period. She hasn't seen the last 5. That's okay. All right. So then you go through and you message these people. If I start running into 3 or 4 that I've already messaged because they're mutual friends, I'll scroll down and find somebody else. Okay, Tiffany. Now I'm going to go to hers and I'm going to go to her mutual friends. I have 32 mutual friends. There's my 32 messages. You stay on it so you don't get distracted from it. And I'm not messaging if one person replies back and says yes or sure. Nope, not tonight. That's for in the morning. And here's what's happening because I'm shifting this. Okay. I've only been doing this since the 13th. Y'all, the results are immediate. So it does a few things with your brain. But what I love about recruiting with this way is because you're all new market. Like this is all people. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been friends with you for 6 years and I've never even sent you a message. Maybe because I judged you and I thought you didn't deserve it or you were too good for it. And so it eliminates the judging. Okay. But what it also does is this is what usually happens with your business. Drop an amen in the chat. You wake up in the morning, you surely slept in, promise you, half of us do. I'm guilty of it too. I started waking up an hour earlier. That has helped. I journal before I jump on my phone. Journal and pray. What are you going to journal about? What are you going to give gratitude to? You guys, gratitude goes a long way. I don't need 15 minutes. You could write a sentence. It doesn't have to be much, but you've got to do something different in order to get something different. So I send out my 30 messages, I go to bed, and I've even been doing like some meditation going to sleep, some high vibration sounds. And I wake up in the morning, I journal, I read personal and professional development for 10 minutes. The hardest part is not jumping on your phone first thing. It is so hard, but I'm telling you guys, it will change your whole life. Okay. So then after that, I get ready, have my coffee, do my normal stories, and then I wake up to people wanting money or the products because I spent 12 to 17 minutes the night before sending out 30 to 50 host-to-post messages. People are responding back to me. So now I've started my day and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got yeses. Yes, 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 yes. Everyone I talk to says yes. Every single time I send out a message, somebody says yes. Like you're already in that momentum. And so I'm excited about my business, right? And then because I'm excited about my business, that passion bleeds, right? And then I respond to the messages in 3 minutes to 5 minutes all at once versus I'm in the middle of sending out my host to post message, but I'm going to break that momentum and respond to the 4 that messaged me here. And oh, I'm now in my text messages because a distributor messaged me. And now my mom called me. So then I broke my momentum 5 times. And now I have to get back into the groove. Host to post at night, journal and prayer, read in the morning, then jump into your business. Okay. I only have to make a post on my wall 2 to 3 times a week because I'm getting my people from inbox. Okay. So then they're either going to host a post for me. And here's what's crazy is the first day that I did this, I sent out 37 and I thought for sure the next morning, 58 were going to be in my inbox. I just thought, I was like, oh, this is going to be the greatest thing. And nobody responded the first night. I was like, damn, I thought for sure this was going to work. And I just kept doing it because nobody replied. I took my 15-minute work session at lunchtime and I sent out another 30 messages and people started responding. And then if I didn't get my 10 host to post up, I took 30 minutes at night and I sent out 60 messages because I have goals to meet and I'm not going to depend on other people to do it. I have direct access to it. But before I started doing this system, and it just flows, you guys, it's so great. Before I would wake up late, I wasn't passionate about my business. I'm like, oh, I know I got to get into that inbox, but I don't really want to get into that inbox. And I started getting like all kinds of flustered before 10 a.m. And then I was like, I need to go grocery shopping. And then I got kids to take care of, and then it's lunchtime. And I think I'll do it tonight before the Zoom. But then before the Zoom, my kids ended up doing something crazy in the house, or my dog pooped on my carpet. And so then I can't do it. And now I'm on a Zoom and now I'm flustered. So now I'm on a Zoom and I'm trying to work on the Zoom because I'm so excited about the Zoom. And then I'm not there. And so you guys, when you're there, be there. When you're not, you're not. Set boundaries. Because if you aren't, that's why you're not signing up distributors. Is because you are talking like you can work this business in 2 to 3 hours a day and you are not living it. I know confidently today, all of these distributors that I'm signing up, all 10 of them, I can train and they can work in it under an hour a day. I believe that because I'm doing it. Of course, there's going to be extra stuff like Zooms and yada, yada. But as far as their business goes, 1 hour max a day, 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at lunch, 15 minutes at night, maybe a handful of times in between. If you have more time, then do more time. but I know confidently I can do that at minimum for my business as a new distributor. You become a diamond, you're going to work a little bit more. You become a double, you're going to be working a little bit more. You're an ambassador, you're going to be ripping your hair out and being like, okay, if somebody texts me again about this damn website being down, I'm going to lose it. But you do, and you don't lose it. You just do it and you smile right through it. And then you cry right before a Zoom and you're like, it's okay, it's all going to be good. Let's get on the Zoom. But you guys, you get to grow into that, right? Y'all are laughing because you know that's the truth, right? So it eliminates who you're messaging. It makes you excited. You constantly are getting yeses, which makes you more excited about your business. And you're building a new brick. You're into your second story of your home. Let's get rocking and rolling with these host to post, these distributor messages, and just the confidence that you can do it. If you can sign up a customer, you can sign up a distributor.
So good. Dude, this is so good. And like, I hope I'm looking at a couple of you guys that are on here that are brand new, and I know you're in the part where you're like, okay, I'm doing the things, but like my network isn't growing. And I just want to remind you, and I know Amber will back me on this. This is a process. You know what I mean? Like the seeds that you plant today will not harvest today. Like it, she said what 90-day run at the beginning of her business. That was what I did too. A 90-day run. It took us 90 days to go down. So I encourage you guys through the summer right now, give yourself a personal 90-day run, okay? And give yourself some targets. How many haps are you going to get up a day, right? How many people, if you're on our team, you know that, just like Amber said, whenever we ask people about the business, whenever people put up a hat for us, our message after is saying, can I give you info about the business, and plugging them into the Make Money From homepage. And guys, can I just shout out, like, there's so many distributors, put it in the comments if it's you. Shayla signed a bunch today. Tiffany signed a bunch today. The system is working. Sherry Shaw signing a bunch. This is how I've signed my distributors this month. Like, it's working. So use this as a lead generation system. And like I said, just be you on your page. Like if you look down Amber's page, you're not like, oh, who's this? It works scammy scam. You're like, oh, she has dogs and she's funny and she likes ice coffee and she has this, like her. So I just think we need to not overcomplicate this business. And Amber, I know you have a call at 5, so.
No, you're good. There's a couple other things that I want to touch base on too, real quick, Jack, before you jump off. You guys, you're going to get a lot of host to post that do nothing, but stick with the same one. Whatever's the hottest host to post for you, do it. Okay. Don't do a hair, skin, and nails today, a TFX tomorrow, and a coffee tomorrow, the third day. No, stick to one that works. So that way it's mindless and you just go for it. Okay. Now, here's the other side is as you get going, don't feel guilty. My friend 6 hours ago made a post, the gummies post. Okay. And usually we'll do TFX or, whatever. Keto coffee is really good. 29 comments on there. I haven't even touched it yet. 29 comments. That's 29 customers, 29 new friends, 29 new host to posts, because they're either buying from me as a customer, they're going to put up a post for me, or they're a distributor. It is not either or, it is one or the other. Like it's not none of them, it's all of them. So, it's like, I'm not even touching all of my other people that tagged me yet, because that's not the time of the day. Like I haven't even responded to those. And then guess what? I'm going to message all those people. I'm going to add them to my network and I'm going to ask her, do you want to do the business? You have 29 people that are interested. Melissa, she had 5. That was it. 5 comments. And she was like, I think I need to do this. Yeah, absolutely. So stick with the same thing and keep it simple for you. It's just repetitive, but it's super fun. And making sure that you're staying passionate about it. But the ask, that's where you're lacking. Jackie, what were you going to say? Sorry.
No, that was pretty much it. Just like use this as a system, stay the course with it. Don't do this for a week. Like don't turn on the water and make it boil and then turn it off. The water's never going to boil. Turn that baby up, boil the water. This system works. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, doesn't matter. It just works. And I just love how simple you make it.
And I'll tell you guys this too, out of those 12 customers that I've signed up since the 13th, only 3 were my friends before. So think about that. Here I am whining about how nobody's signing up. Well, yeah, because it's all my old market. Bye. Make room for new. Come on. Like I'll take 12 more. Let's go. but we get scared about expanding our market, but then we get scared about messaging our market. So you can't have like this double-edged sword, right? 12 customers, only 3 were my friends before the 13th. The only difference is that you're not expanding, right? Get into the system, 30 messages at night, and then hold yourself accountable and post it in the team page. Post a screen recording. That's what I do every single night for my team. I'm not playing when I say that I'm ready here. Like, I'm going Triple Diamond 2.0 after 5 years of sitting here. I'm freaking done. And if I have to do everything by myself, I will. Because ultimately it's still my business. So I know that this team is capable and ready for ambassador. I know, Krista, you are more than capable and ready for Prez, ambassador. And I even had a vision the other day about your Diamond 2.0, but that's another story. So there's so many others, every single one of you. Maggie, it's so good to see you again. I just love seeing you on here, right? Lindsay, same thing, you guys. There's so many of you that are ready. You get to choose to be a part of this or not. But I promise you, Jackie's not waiting, because me and Jackie, we were driving the same bus. We might crash and burn once or twice, but we will get back in that bus and we will keep going. Okay. Y'all are laughing because you know that it would be true. If Jackie, I'm renting a bus and I'm coming to freaking Canada as soon as that border opens. But, you guys, this team is ready for ambassador. Canada deserves it. And just because you might think there's little old me that's a distributor, you might bypass, I'm trying to think of some names. You might bypass Carol and Kayla and Lindsay and Misty. Do it. Just because people are in the position doesn't mean they're ready for the promotion. Bypass the people in the positions and go get the promotion. And then the people in the positions better pucker out or get out. Right? We got ambassador on the line. Jackie's going ambassador. I'm going Triple Diamond 2.0, which means we get to help a lot of freaking people. And I think that's the best part, is who's coming with us. I got chills, y'all. I got mad chills. That's God's way of confirming it's on. Krista does too. I know. Tiffany, yes, queen, yes. You guys, this was so good. I hope and I pray that you guys find something that works for you. Find that passion, find that belief again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you go for it. Don't depend on your team that was here. Don't depend on those bricks that were here 6 months ago to build your new house. This is a new house. And you're welcome here.
And
so you,
expensive now. So
what'd you say?
I said, and lumber is very expensive now. So we're going to have to build brick houses because
yes, serious.
Okay?
Yes, exactly.
Dude. Amber, we love you so much. We really respect your time. I just know you're back to back to back. You know, I just really appreciate you and everything that you've done for every single person on this team, dude. You're so awesome. We love you so much here in Canada. We love you all over the world. We got people all over the world, and we just love you so much. And we're cheering you on to Triple Diamond. And
I love you guys so much. Let's go ambassador.
Hey guys, this recording will be up, and we'll see you tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Power Hour, same code. Okay, love you guys.